It's Gamecube Index, and this week... The final member of the launch trinity, Wave Race Blue Storm, was also the only sequel. The third in Nintendo's fairly popular Wave Race series, Blue Storm brought the franchise into the new millennium and also to an end. NST, a first-party studio based out of Seattle, came to NCL with a desire to showcase their latest weather and water effects, and were given the opportunity to work on a new Wave Race title. Development began in the middle of 2000, and the game was first announced with a full-motion video at Space World 2000. Wave Race Blue Storm was much like its predecessor in that it was a glorified tech demo used to showcase the new graphical capabilities of the GameCube, and it did that with the water. On the surface, get it? Surface? The overall game came close to being a Wave Race 64 remake, utilizing all of the same tracks, albeit remixed, and keeping the same formula of gameplay. Race through the track and beat your opponents to the finish. Which is great, it is a racing game after all, and Wave Race 64 was such a popular game that bringing the familiarity of the tracks to the sequel was a no-brainer. But it was with the water physics that the game really shined. Driven by a new storm mechanic, Blue Storm had real-time weather effects that didn't change from course to course, but rather as you played through the course. You could speed off the starting line on a sunny day and finish during a thunderstorm, and the waves would respond accordingly. While this is a neat feature that keeps the gameplay unpredictable, it also keeps the difficulty unpredictable as well. Newcomers will get thrashed around the course, and it takes quite a bit of practice to maintain handling in the face of gigantic waves that would make the kids from Rocket Power die from happiness. That being said, the game is still a blast to play, as frustrating as it is. It also still has a large following, as evidenced by the fact that an Easter egg regarding the game's announcer was only discovered in 2010, nearly a decade after release. By entering a variation of the Konami code in the audio settings screen, the player can unlock a narrator that constantly berates and belittles them instead of the regular voice.
You're wasting my time. Forget it. The turbo is wasted on you. Lap records don't win races. Super weak. No quarter.
It's been a decade and a half, and Wave Race Blue Storm remains the last we've seen of Nintendo's jet ski racing series. Some characters have received trophies and stickers in Smash Bros. Melee and Brawl, but no other games have been released. NST continues to make games for Nintendo consoles, but they have mostly exclusively been Mario vs. Donkey Kong titles. Nothing new seems to be on the horizon for Wave Race, but at least the series ended on a high note. That's it for this episode of Gamecube Index. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe for more videos from the Gamecube library, and feel free to send me your feedback or follow me on Twitter at @JeffGirardin. Tune into Twitch as well, where I stream the capture process while making the next videos. Tune in next time as we take a look at a post-apocalyptic world filled with mutant plants as we take a look at Pikmin.